Hey, nerds! Hope you're doing well. As you can see, well, hopefully you can see, we're back with a fun little bit. Hi, Jay. How you doing?
Meow.
Now, before we begin, I do have to address two things. One, show me your builds, it's back. Yes, but this is going to be done in a completely different way. It's going to be a bit longer, mostly so we can fit more characters, a lot of your characters in, as well as this time we have no idea what we're getting. I have not looked at them yet. I have not. I've looked at a few, admittedly, but we're gonna just go through Twitter and Discord and take a look at what we got. Sound good, Jay?
No.
Okay, well then, you don't really have a choice here. Outside of that, also, be sure to check out the description again. We do have that Gleam contest going on, the $200. $4 or $50 gift cards. I always have to mention that just because, well, it's a plug. It's a good plug. Okay, don't worry. It's for you guys, not for anyone else. Just for you. Anyways, all right. You ready?
I mean, I'm probably one of those people that keep forgetting about it until you remind me anyway.
I'm really bad at that. All right, so let's take a look at some of these really nice characters we got. So I've been sent a bunch of characters as well, but let me just. This one is, oh god, this one is from Cedric, or, good lord, that's a lot of letters all together. I'm gonna, Mr. CJM89 over on Twitter, and, don't make fun of me, okay? I will beat you into submission. Let's hope that this is actually, okay, this is their sent in build, and let's take a look at it, shall we? Alright, so obviously, yeah,
I guess that person has been looking at a lot of your videos lately.
Yeah, I really wanted to build a really strong fear, and this would be a strong fear, sure. I mean, yeah.
I guess you could say she strikes fear in the enemy.
This whole video series is canceled now. I'm sorry, guys. We're moving on from this, but no. Honestly, I'm really hoping. See, the one thing I really wanted to put on mine was just encounter, because obviously, 35 res is a pretty nice mage counter. No one's really usually expecting it. And I've ran into several fears in Arena, and this one would probably be one that I would really like. Personally, I'm going with Slaying, a Slaying weapon right now.
Yeah, Slaying is better than Wudao on her. Well, no, actually, no, Wudao is better. Never mind.
Wudao is, huh? Okay, well. I mean,
yeah, because actually, kind of.
It's hard to. It really depends on the situation. I find Wudao to be pretty good, but Slaying.
Yeah, Wudao, because her attack is so low, you tend to really like Wudao because it pairs well with Moonbow and stuff like that. But yeah. Iceberg can also work with Slaying Edge, so it's really up to you.
Yeah, whenever someone asks me, well, why did you go with Iceberg instead of Glacies or something like that, I always say, well, the idea behind this kind of build with Wrath and everything is to trigger it as quickly as possible. You want it to go off. You want her to be able to hit it because her attack is kind of minuscule in some regards to a lot of her other competition in that, field. So, honestly, really impressed with this. Thank you for sending this, Cedric, by the way. He also sent a Florina that I will show a little bit later, but I want to move on to other people. So we're gonna be hodgepodging between a few things, okay? Next up is, of course, this one is sent by Martin A. Myers 93 over on Twitter. We're gonna be jumping over to Discord after this one, and then we're going to this one is oh boy, this one's a good one. It's always great when I think, but Mars. Anyways,
oh god,
it's a Gordon, and yeah. I'm sorry.
Wait, Guardbow with 22 res?
And
close to death?
And close to, well, I mean, it's...
I am confuzzled.
The idea, I'm assuming, is to make it so that he is both versed in taking care of ranged targets, but also, any melee who might come in. But with 43 defense, I think distant counter might be a bit better for you there.
I mean, I think you mean distant defense, distant counter.
Distant defense. Shut up, okay? I'm really good. I know what I'm talking about in this game. That's why I'm so analytical. I'm pushing up my glasses and pretending, but no.
I kind of want to just post my George now.
Oh, lordy. But, no, that's a lot of effort put into a Gordon, and I really respect that, seriously. I didn't know he could actually hit 43 defense with all that. Good lord.
I'm not surprised. I've done some stupid shit with defense people.
Oh, by the way, sorry for the cursing, friends. We're not a Christian channel, so this is just kind of how it goes.
Oh god, can you imagine me trying to stop cursing for like fucking 3?
Oh my god, he's already
tier lists.
And therefore I am blocked and banned. And okay, anyways, all right, let's take a look at some other things that we got here. This was sent in by Striking Volt over on Discord, and we're just gonna pull that bad boy open and hopefully put him in the actual video. But honestly, when it comes to this Gordon, I really like him. But still, distant defense might be a bit better because you already have a solid defense line. And there are very few characters out there who can actually hit res at close range, so...
Well, it's just dragons exist.
Yeah, dragons do.
Dragons are really annoying to deal with. That and Tarja, Ellie Lynn.
Well, the thing is, even with that, if they're refined or they're any of the newer dragons, it really doesn't matter because it's already going to be targeting your res anyways. So, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Next up, and oh boy, did I actually? Okay, this one is okay, well, this seems to be a reoccurring trend with you people. I'm noticing a lot of Hectors dying in the long scheme of things here, guys. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying save the Hectors. So help me if you killed a Valentine's Hector for this, by the way. This is a Berkut.
You know, it makes me laugh because before it was all about Anacide, and now it's all about Hectorcide.
Yeah, I know, right? Hectorcide, well, don't get HPV, guys, okay? Hector protection something. I forget what it was, but God. Don't get HPV. Anyways, or I want HPV. Anyways, well, I mean, this is, I'm just gonna cry now. That is a Berkut with a Berkut's Lance that is enhanced for res, of course, because, you know...
Not bad, so you're hitting 41 def and 45 res on enemy phase.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like this. I like this Berkut, Striking Volt. You put a lot of effort into it. Is that even... Wait, is it even possible to get plus 10?
No, it's not. This is a hacked set.
Striking Vault. What is this?
I'm pretty sure Berkut. Well, I'm pretty sure you went on the unit builder.
Oh
website.
Yeah, this is probably a unit. Okay, just so we're clear, guys. Now that I think about that, don't send us unit builders. Okay, if I see anything like that, I want to see your actual progress. But Striking Volt did include this note. Now that I am reading it, it says, "I need 6 more Berkuts to complete this build. This is what he wants in the future." Okay, got it.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. No problem, Striking Volt. Let's move on to the next Discordy friend.
The only thing I would say is close def would be a better seal for you, purely because armored and dragon units are fucking everywhere in the arena now.
I mean, you're not wrong. Especially with oh god. Oh boy, I don't even want to know how many people got Bravelyn in that last legendary banner, now that I think about it. Anyways.
Oh, I got one of her, and I was not even trying, like... Okay, so I was aiming for Summer Tiki, and in 2 pull I pulled Grima F, and another time I pulled fucking Lynn, even though I was not aiming for her, nor Grima.
Okay, well, that's good. We have to go and take a look at this beautiful...
We have to go!
This New Year's Corrin. I'm trying to keep you focused, damn it! Anyways, Zia sent in this really nice New Year's Corrin, and I'm about to show it to you in case, and then my computer beeped at me, so I'm not sure what's going on, but let's just hope it's not dying. Alright, so moving on. This is, of course, he's enjoying tradition, and he has, well, Bowbreaker, Spur Defense, and Res. I mean, and a Guard Bow Plus. Wow, and that is...
I guess that's to deal with, like, a Bravelyn without Fire Sweep, but...
Yeah.
I don't mean to be an ass, but that feels kind of limited in options.
Well, I mean, this is not necessarily, a really whale of a build. You're just trying to have fun with it,
Of course.
But honestly, I'm not. It's good enough as is for situations. But if I were to add a little bit, I would probably say you could always give him close counter. Just
Slaying bow is also a bit better than guard bow if you want to use him in multiple situations instead of just being like a
defensive
archer tank.
Yeah, an archer tank.
Because like mages will just destroy you. Well, 30 res, I guess.
I mean, well, if you wanted to, you could probably add in. I think they can use Tonebreakers, can't they? I mean,
yeah, they can.
So
archers can literally use.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm pretty sure they can use every breaker skill. I just wasn't too sure on the tomes anymore.
The only way they can't use all breakers if it's like a flyer archer, because flyers can't use bow breaker.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Oh god, just wait until that day happens. Anyways, but you can use other breaker skills in case you need to combat any sort of situation. You know, mages especially. And of course, I mean, his C skill's fine as is. If you know, he's going to be by usually his teammates, so I don't mind it too much.
Bonfire might be a bit more reliable though, because you don't exactly have the speed to double more reliably enough. Ignis is good and all; it does a ton of damage, but surviving that long can be a bit problematic.
Yeah. Outside of that, though, I really like this Khorne. You know, but then again, I like everyone's builds because I'm weird.
I'm overly critical and a bit of an asshole when it comes down to
I
it.
hope you don't mind him being an asshole. He's just gonna be like that. I hate it. But anyways, you know, I tell him not to curse on my good Christian channel, and he goes and does it anyways. Oh, God, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You can curse to your heart's content.
I am anti-Christ.
All right, so moving on, we're going to be changing this over to another. We're going to go back to Twitter. This is from Sam, or One Man Circus with 2 A's. This is a Felicia that he sent in. I'm hoping. Anyways, there we go. All right, well, oh my God.
I love how she has more speed than attack.
Well, I mean, that's that really doesn't that doesn't matter too much for her. She's going to be aiming for whatever.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I know.
Honestly, that's really an awesome Felicia. I like it a lot. God, 47 speed.
I was going to say Iceberg might be better, but then I realized Felicia's plate does too large a hit, so...
I mean, if you want to, you could give her a good seal. I'm sure you probably would, you know, already. But, you know, that's just... The only nitpick, if I really wanted to nitpick anything, would be that. That's about it. But, honestly, really good Felicia. I like her a lot. I love her.
That's basically the same way I built mine as well. Except mine is 4-star plus 10, obviously.
That plate is... that plate is scary.
Is fun.
Yeah,
I'm really hoping for, like, the...
Oh, God, sorry, that's right. I forgot to mention... Jay just got over a cold, by the way, so if he coughs, he'll try to...
Sorry about that.
Slip through. Also, I'm still getting over mine. But anyways...
I just hope, like, Lilina and everyone are going to get, like, good refines, because the last time we had, like, 4 refines, I actually refined Basilicos and the Felicia's Blade. Mm-hmm. And after that, they went back with another set of refine, and I'm like, I have nothing to refine out of that. What the hell?
All right, well, up next is, which, by the way, thank you for the amazing Felicia, by the way, One Man Circus. So, we're going to be moving on to the next character that we have here. Hopefully, I can actually pull it up. This, again, is from Twitter. Then we're going to be moving back to Discord. It's just going to keep going this way for a little bit until I die, most likely.
So, until I die?
Well, I expect to die eventually in my life, and this is how it's going to go. Again, this was originally, I was moving this more towards a live show, but my internet's too wonky at times to do it, so I hope you guys don't mind us, like, pre-recording this and treating it kind of like a live show. All right. Next up is this Harden. Oh, God. I'm gonna die. Anyways, as you can see here, this one is from Avalon Alucard on Twitter. And they said, my favorite unit in the game, Harden 2 OP, please don't nerf. And don't murf, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. Don't murf him.
You're lucky you actually got good IVs. I actually want to hear a horror story about summoning.
Okay, sure. Shoot.
I was actually streaming one of my summon session of like 200 orbs or something.
Uh-huh.
And I was already at like 3.5%. I got all the way up to 5.25%, and then I got pity fisted by Tana.
Okay, don't use the word. Don't use that term ever again. That was terrible. Alrighty.
And then I got nothing else on my orb. It was great.
You know.
And then when I finally pulled him at 4.5, he was speed plus res minus.
I love
it. The Fallen Banner has been absolute AIDS to me.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I was not even sniping color. I was aiming for red, green, and blue. I got the 6% on that banner.
But I'm noticing the interesting, attack and defense bond. How do you feel about that? Because he does technically have a brazen that is pretty good on him if you do keep it at times.
If you're going to use bonds, I'd say attack res would be a bit better. Brazen def res is a bit better overall though. You really can use the bolt. The attack is not bad though, but
I mean, the one thing that I think people mostly do when it comes to Harden nowadays is they give him warding breath. Because,
well, yeah, because every armored unit has to have a 3 cooldown special.
I know, right?
Cold fighter, breath skill, and then some kind of seal that depends on the situation. If it's
shut up, okay?
Celsius,
I live my life as I want to. I live my life as I want to. You don't fight me. You know what? We're going fisticuffs. All right, back over to Discord. Thank you for sending in your heart, by the way. And yes, I'm sure he will get murfed. Okay. Let me just entertain the audience quickly while I go through this. All right. Let's see here. I need to make sure I have... Oh, there's that one. Oh, God.
It's funny because I've been starting to use the bonds, one of the bond skill on my George, actually. Attack speed bond. And it actually works really well in conjunction with what I use, which is my healer.
Yeah. Oh my
Not my healer, my dancer. What the hell am I saying? My dancer runs spur attack 3, so it combos with each other anyway.
Yeah. I'm trying to
so
find...
He ends up...
There was this one character that I marked, and I'm like, oh, that's really awesome. And I can't find... they sent me in a George, oddly enough. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I can't find it. I'm gonna cry.
My George hits 61 attack and 45 speed.
Alright, well...
with a brave bow.
Good lord.
And on top of it, he ends up with, I think, 40 def?
Well, I mean, okay, well, here is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna just dig through Discord over here real quick, away from all of that, and hopefully get some more, because fortunately that one was... I'm trying so hard to find it, but I just can't. So, well, just so we're clear, if you ever need to, show me your build again, if you don't feel like I've seen it, feel free to send it again. All right, let's see. Ooh.
We tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter.
Oh well, okay. You know what? We have an Abel from Tornado Leaf over on Discord. He actually sent this in. Looking at the time, nearly an hour ago. So you know what? We'll take it.
I actually found an Oscar really not too long ago as well.
Oh, really?
In Arena that had I think he was hitting 44 defense with 44 speed, and still hitting almost 60 attack.
You know what? God damn it. Oh, wow.
Oh god, that's a big huge.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand why it does that, but I will fix that next. Anyways, here's an Abel. This one, of course, comes from Tornado Leaf, who sent this in, and well, I mean, Fury build, Lancebreaker, defense has 30-30 equal. That's pretty cool. I like that. I haven't...
Seems to be attack plus and HP minus.
Oh, really? Wow. Huh. That's a really nice Abel they got there.
Because his def and res is equal at 25.
Yeah.
And his speed is 32 with his attack 33 at neutral.
Okay.
He has 36 attack, so...
Yeah, and of course... I mean, he's going to be hitting hard. He's going to be in a Cavalier team. That's a really nice Abel. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Actually, I made a Kane that's pretty similar to this, except I run, I think, Life and Death 2 on him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean... I'm going to be saying I like it a lot, just so we're clear. But
it was kind of funny because I tend to stream now a lot. I tend to stream my Tempest Trial runs, and he was like a main staple on one of my team.
Oh, okay.
And someone ended up copying one of my team completely and just using Kane the same way and was like, oh god, he's actually good.
Well, you know, I always like seeing units like this because Abel is not a unit I tend to run into in any real situation, now that I think about it. And he reminds me a lot of Oscar in a way, which I have an Oscar that's kind of built this way too. So
I think one of my arena runs I did, I ran into a team that had like a +10 Kane, a +10 Abel, a +10 Gordon, and a +10 Drog.
Well,
I was sitting here. What the hell am I looking at?
Well, Tornado Leaf, I like your Abel. I don't really see any faults with how you built him at all, and 30-30 defense and res is pretty scary to me. We're gonna be
the only thing I would say is if you're going to go for a speedy brave set, Life and Death might be better since you're going to like fix your Death and Red.
Yeah.
Yeah, your Death and Res are going to be fixed by Fortify. And if you're not, well, Death Blow might be a bit better than Fury overall because your speed is still only 38.
Oh, yep. Okay.
But that's all I have to say, really. The rest is fine.
Yeah, the rest is fine. All right. Moving on next. Thank you again. This is Tall Eggs Camilla. Apparently did not resize completely. That's great.
Small.
There we go. It's not small like her anymore. This is a Camilla that's based around, by the looks of it, resistance.
or basically everything really at once, which is what Camilla is in a nutshell.
I mean, yeah.
Camilla is in the group of people I like to call balanced units.
Yeah.
Which are like the type of unit that if you are on merge are really not that great. But if you merge them, they can really shine.
Yeah.
Roy is a good example.
I mean,
Cal is a good example.
Yeah,
Camilla's a good example.
Just look at this. Look at this Camilla, guys. Look at it. 50 attack. That is amazing. 41 speed.
I just want to point out
41 res.
That's without the A slot, and that's without flyer buffs.
Yep, that is without any of that. And also, you know, we do have to, of course, account for the summoner and, you know, the summoner bond, whatever it is. I forget what it's called.
Summoner support.
Yeah, support. I was like, what is that word that means, to be together and helping each other? And I'm just like, bond?
Our bonds give me strong.
And then Crom just shows up and starts screaming, I'm helping! But anyways,
oh god, I can't stop this thing!
It just amazes me that I don't think of Camilla when I look at her as being this huge powerhouse with a lot of stats, but that Camilla right there terrifies me.
Well, like I said, she's really like in that balanced set of people.
And if
Fury or Distant Counter is really good on her actually because of that, because she can use really everything she gets.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's really impressive. I really like this. So, Tall Egg, I salute you over on Discord. We're going to be moving on to the next, which is also on Discord, and then we're going to be moving back to Twitter. And we're going to keep doing this way. Hopefully nothing, we're going to try and get as many characters in here. This one is from... oh, it's an Arthur. Oh, boy. Wolf C01. That is their name, and that is the way it's going to be. All right, don't die, okay? Anyways, Arthur...
I'm Omawa Moshinderu.
Oh, yeah.
I'm already dead.
Of course. Well, let's just take a look. This is, they sent in, it's not complete, obviously, but Wolfzy did say that I still need to give him Panic Ploy 3, which 53 HP on Arthur is actually, what the hell?
51, actually.
51 HP, I said. 50 attack, 39 speed. That's with Fury, of course. Slaying Axe, that is based in speed as well.
Arthur is also a balance user.
He's in that same field, I would say.
He's going to get really good stats, kind of, when he's going to be +10 if you go that route.
Yep.
It's just, yeah.
That's outrageous, and I love seeing units like this. And not only that, but he's complete. He did say Panic Ploy was something he wanted to put in the C slot. I'm not sure how well that would work.
I mean, 51 HP is kind of...
well, be aware that this is also using an HP plus seal, so...
Yeah, on top of it.
So,
yeah, no, I wouldn't say Panic Ploy might be a good idea on this, purely because... Well, especially if you're talking about Arena, because you're talking about dragons, you're talking about armored units.
Yeah, they usually show up...
You're not Panic Ploying that stuff.
Yeah, unless, of course, you are already an armored unit in some case, but or a dragon. But you're going to be going up against a hefty... Usually, I mean, a lot of the time you're going to be going up against hefty units who have a lot of health, at least in Arena. But outside of that, I don't see too much of a problem with that, but I'm trying to think of a good C skill that would be, really great for him.
like on a moment I'm like, oh yeah, well outside of arena that should be fine, but then I'm like, oh yeah, they have like stupidly high amounts of HP for no reason in Tempest Trial and stuff like that.
Yep. All right, well, let's move on to the next one, shall we? We're going back to Twitter. This comes from Seth Peterson, or Seth Niner, over on Twitter, and this is someone I always love seeing builds with Shersh or Shershi, whichever one you prefer to call her. And it's always lovely to see, but of course you're not going to resize completely. God damn it! Here is a Shersh or Shersh. Oh my goodness. Honestly, you know, when anyone asks me, is Jerome worth using, I go, well, do you have a Shersh? And they're like, yeah, I have her and she's merged. I'm like, then you might want to just use her. Yeah, in some ways. And this is a great example of that.
Like, the thing with Jerome is he's basically a bit worse than Def Plus and Rest Plus on Shershi, but like the attack is equal, so it's like, why bother? The attack is the main fucking thing that you really like about Shershi.
I mean, she's a fun one, and I think, you know, this is a different build than what I've seen usually for her. You know, usually people just go Brave Axe and just hammer away at people.
Yeah. In Arena, because of Arena, you tend to see stuff like this with Slaying Hammer. Killing armored unit is very good. So.
Yeah, she has not only a great hammer that will that will obliterate a lot of armored units, especially your Zelgiuses, not your Zelgius, your Hardens or other things like that, you know, greens, but
and like every greens but Grima, because Grima being Grima just destroys.
But honestly, even then, she could probably handle some reds like you know, Zelgius and things like that, as long as you're being careful with it. Advantage.
Well, I mean, if you have like flyer buffs and you have like speed on the hammer, you're probably able to kinda deal with some Zelgius.
We'll see. We'll see.
Kinda like that.
Well, remember, it is a sling hammer, so you know.
The thing is, Zelgius tends to run like Steady Breath, Bold Fighter with Quicken Pulse, and because of that, he gets hit once, he procs Black Luna immediately, you're dead.
Oh, man, well.
So that's why I say some Zelgius.
Be careful with it, but Distant Counter and Iote Shield means that she's not going to be, you know, taking any Ranger damage too much. So, that's a plus.
I mean, depend.
Well,
I'm saying it depends because my archer would one-shot her before she even gets to hit back.
Oh, don't start with this. I'm moving on. Thank you for sending in your share. God damn it, Seth. Your share. Your share. You know what? Let's just go with Cher. It's Cher. You know, she's going to be talking about tramps and thieves. But
she's a chair.
Thanks for sending in your share sheet, Seth. It was a lot of fun to look at. Let me go and make sure I can look at the rest of the units that are sent in on Twitter. Please stop saying things. It's really killing me. All right.
No.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to be moving on.
I'll see. Sure, she has a freaking chair for the rest of my life.
I do have a soft spot for throwing units. You know, units that use daggers and things like that. So
I told you we're going to see a unit that throws other units.
Well, you know.
And I'm like, isn't that everyone because of reposition?
This is a Saizo by. Well, I'm just gonna read their Twitter handle instead of, you know, their Twitter handle is Mark Vladimir, but their name on Twitter is my name is Daddy Saizo Plus in fact. So I'm gonna guess you can get. I'm gonna just let you guess what character this is, but you know. All right.
I don't know. It feels like Matthew to me.
It's gonna be Matthew. Look at that Matthew. Anyways. Whoa. Okay. Jesus freaking Christ. Okay.
I keep forgetting, does Rogue Dagger buff every stat, or is it just like +5 def and res on like everyone around you? I am not too
I'll look that up because I have not seen Rogue Dagger in a long time, honestly. Rogue Dagger when enhanced is defense and res -6 on target. And then also grants plus defense and res 6 to unit and allies within 2 spaces. So
okay, that is the second thing I was thinking of.
Yeah. Obviously, the Saizo is meant to just mess with everyone. At least a lot of melee units. Especially melee.
Especially with guard. Because
that is just mean.
That can actually break Bolt Fighter.
I mean, not only that, but he also has, and I'm just going to, include this, speed smoke and attack smoke.
Yeah, so that it debuffs everything
at once. It debuffs everything at once. You know...
Everything becomes bootleg in front of his dagger.
I could just imagine running into this because like I run into, whenever I run into a Saizo in normal modes, I always get really annoyed because of how tanky he is. I can't imagine running into this without having a mage on hand, and I would just be like, you know what, this isn't worth it, and I would just surrender. That's just how I would feel about things.
What it makes me think of is, you know, like how, some company makes bootleg merchandise of other company. I just imagine, like, every time he hits, after the smoke goes down, everything becomes bootleg versions of other things they already had. So they end up with, like, really broken dagger that breaks after they hit once or something.
Yeah. Oh, God. All right, we're going to keep on with units on Twitter because, this one is... I'm not saying we're done just yet. We're almost we're past the 30-minute mark, but we will...
Oh God, yeah, we are.
Oh my goodness. Well, we'll just so we're clear, this is now going to be a weekly series, just so you know. So keep sending it in. I'm thinking every Tuesday is a good day for me, but I don't know. What's a good day for you?
Literally any day of the week.
Okay, so just stay tuned. Every Tuesday, we'll have more Show Me Your Builds for you guys.
For a moment, I thought you were going to say, well, okay, tune in for every day.
Tune in every day for a Show Me Your Build, where I eventually just end my suffering by looking at all of the Roys that you've sent in, which, speaking of, Brave Tsubasa over on Twitter sends us in this Roy that we're about to see. Well, as you can see... What? No binding blade? How dare you insult the traditions that is purely...
The shitty sword that looks like a toothpick more than anything, yes.
I really do like that we have infantry pulse showing up a lot more. Because,
the toothpick of seals.
I am going to beat the crap out of you. Anyways, distant counter on him, because we have to emulate what really happens in his game. When it comes to Binding Blade, of course.
Well, I mean, like I said, he's one of those balance unit that gets really good with merges, so Distant Counter really shines on him.
Which really tells you a lot that if his weapon turns out to be really good when it gets refined, this could mean a lot for Roy users.
It really sucks to say, but I really feel like it's going to end up like a Leo situation.
Oh,
a character that really could use a refine
to
get something
Don't
like
say that in front of me. I'm going to get persecuted by everyone who loves Leo, and all the tomatoes will be flung, and I will not be the prince of that. Let me just say...
I got Tomato Prince as well.
Let me just say, really like the build. Slaying Edge with speed just, hammers in that bit more. Just wait until he gets to +10. That's going to be terrifying. Infantry Pulse is a nice thing for, well... infantry units, of course.
The only thing I would say is, I'm not sure what's your boon, but if you're, I just hope it's not HP because you can really use everything but HP at this point.
Well, the beauty about this is that it's +4. It's not completely dedicated just yet.
Yeah, I know.
So we can always change it.
I just know the Bane. I just know the Bane is death, which is not really useful.
Well, Tsubasa, if you happen to be out there at all, feel free to tell us what boon and bane your Roy is here, and we will, either be flabbergasted or, just hope Binding Blade is amazing.
Or just DM it to me on Discord. It's going to be easier that way because, God, am I not going to be able to make enough time to check the YouTube comment all the time.
This is... Oh, I'm not so... Okay, well, we're going to end this one with a bit of a troll, of course, because people love doing this to us.
Is it a freaking +10 risk again?
No, it's not a +10 risk. Now that's all we're going to get next episode. Thank you very much for that. This is from Vincent, or V. Kresovich. I'm not sure what the... this is what he calls his over...
Like something completely different.
I'm going to kill you. This is what he calls, and I'm just going to put quotations around it, his overkill BK. Everyone loves their Burger King. I personally don't.
Oh no, it's going to be like a very bootleg BK, isn't it?
I'm really hoping not. But we'll see how this goes. Boop, and there it is. Not properly sized, but there it is.
Yeah, that's the bootleg I like.
Oh my god. I mean, well, he hits, you know, he hits that 58 attack pretty freaking hard, man. Has heavy blade attached.
He's going to be able to proc Black Luna with like plus 20 damage he totally needs.
Yeah, I don't think you need that, buddy. That's Black Luna's already pretty much gonna kill any target it comes across. Don't think
it's like, don't worry, my Black Luna is going to fucking increase my damage by like 60.
What's
now
that?
Now I'll be able to kill this unit.
What's that? You only have 40 health? Let me hit you for 80. There you go. We did it. Yeah. We did it, team. But don't worry, guys. He's got you covered. If there's ever a mage in the very big vicinity of the Black Knight and sneezes anywhere in his vicinity, he will die. But
it's also that like that other oh god, another Black Knight set that I saw is like Brave Sword quicken pulls Black Luna with Bolt Fighter, so he procs Black Luna twice a fight. And it's like, why though?
I don't know, but alright. Those are all the builds that I'm going to be going through. We have nearly 40 minutes of this, so... But I want to make this a weekly show where we can continue to see your builds, guys. Every Tuesday you can expect this. That's something I just made up right now, and he's going to have to follow it, Jay. So in case... If you get sick, I will replace you with, like, Windows Sam or whatever it was way back in the day.
Microsoft Sam?
Yeah, and
I'm just going to be like, you're just going to like record the video and like leave some like small.
What do you think of this? What do you think of this, Jay? I think it is great. I really
just like
this is
it's just
shit.
Like you pre-record it, right? And then you send it to me, and then I'm like, okay, at X time, make Microsoft Sam say this.
Oh my god. As always, guys, you can send your submissions in several ways. If we ever do a live show, which I do plan to do eventually, we will be allowing friend codes to be sent, so I can like view your unit that's in front.
It's going to be something like send it to me on Twitter, and then it's going to be famous last word because
your Twitter's gonna
die.
But in case you haven't, do send your builds to Discord or on Twitter. Christ help me for saying that, but it's back, baby, and we're back in action. We're also going to be doing tier lists again, which is going to be fun.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for the episode of 2 hours a shot.
Oh god, I'm going to die. But anyways, thank you guys for sending in your builds. Keep sending them. If we didn't get to you on this one, send it again, especially to the person who sent me that George build that I really wanted to show off this go. I'm sorry I didn't get to it. It's going to be like Matt Damon at this point where I'm like, sorry we don't have the time for you, Matt Damon. But,
do we have some time for bonus me?
No! We're leaving. Good night, guys. Thanks for watching.